What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, you should definitely subscribe down below. I upload twice a week about college, lifestyle, Liberty University, and Disney college program, just like a bunch of random stuff. Like, I don't even know, my life's a mess. Today is a super exciting video because it is my first kind of back to school type video. My OGs will know this, but I am obsessed with back to school season. Like everything back to school, school supply, dorm shopping, like all that stuff. Whenever I hit college, it was like accentuated for me. Like I've always loved it, but whenever I got into college, it's just like 10 times more exciting every year. So today is going to be kind of a mix of my textbook haul and also like telling you guys which classes I'm taking in the fall, because that's kind of how I do my textbook hauls is I explain my classes that I'm taking in the fall, but I also show you like which books are going to be for my classes in the fall. So this probably won't be too long of a video just because hauls tend to not be as long because I just have them all right here and I can show you. Let's get into the video. For those of you guys that don't know, I go to Liberty University in Lynchburg, Virginia, and some of my classes have a little bit more of like a Christian feel to them. I don't think I'm taking any Bible classes this semester, but all these classes they kind of have that spin on them. So some of these books are Christian books. This semester, I'm taking 2 online classes and 4 residential classes. For my online classes, the books come with the class kind of. So whenever we start the class, we get the online textbook that goes along with the class. So online, I'm taking Inquiry 101, which I literally should have taken so long ago, but whatever. It's basically, I actually have no idea what it is. Freshman class that you have to take in order to take other classes. So I have no idea why I haven't taken it yet. I think it's about writing papers or something. I may be totally wrong. It's a 1 credit class, so it's probably gonna be pretty easy. And then my other online class is called Mobile and Technology and Applications. So it's a prereq for some of my, not really graphic design classes, but kind of more like computer-based classes. It's a prereq for those. So that I'm taking that online the second term, and so the terms are in 8-week increments. So at Liberty, a lot of people take online classes as well as residential classes just so you can manage your time better, but also get in a lot of credits. Inquiry 101 is the first 8 weeks, and then Mobile and Digital Technological Applications is the second 8 weeks. So residentially, I'm taking 4 classes. I'm only taking Tuesday, Thursday classes. Monday, Wednesday, I've actually never done this before, but a lot of my friends do this, is that they don't take classes on Monday, Wednesday, Friday. They only take them on Tuesday, Thursday, so they stack their classes. So I'll be in the classroom. This is gonna be a long day, honestly, but I'm gonna be in the classroom from 9:45 to 5. It has its pros and cons. For me, it's a lot of pros because one, if I want to go home for the weekend, which I probably won't do a ton, but if I do, then I will leave on Thursday night and then come back Monday. So it just kind of makes it easier for me to go home or do things like go on weekend trips or whatever, and all of my friends are doing that, so we can all go on weekend trips. So if we can all leave on a Thursday night and then come back on a Monday. So it just kind of makes things like that easier. And it is, I will say, it's a lot easier to do that whenever you're an upperclassman rather than if you're a freshman, because a lot of times freshman classes are only Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So my first class is called Relationship Psychology, and it's basically just the psychology of humans' relationship with other humans, and I'm really excited about it. For those of you guys that don't know, I changed my minor to psychology instead of business because I really wanted to do something. Since my major is so broad, it's strategic communications, so since my major is so broad, I wanted to do something as a minor that I really enjoy and like find a lot of interest in. So there are 2 books for this class. So the first one is by Dr. Tim Clinton and Dr. Gary Sipsey, and it's Why You Do the Things You Do, The Secret to Healthy Relationships. Hello, I need that. Basically, it's just talking about like why we're wired the way we are and why in relationships we act a certain way. Seems like, honestly, this class seems so cool. I looked at like the basic description of the class and I was like, oh my gosh, I would love this. So I'm really excited about that class. It's going to be really fun. And then also for that class is, if you honestly have grown up in the church, you already know this, boundaries. And there's a few more in this series. There's one, it's called like Boundaries in Dating, Boundaries for Teens. Like there's a bunch of like different books in this series, but Boundaries is basically like, literally, I need everything in this class. I need this class so bad in my life. It says when to say yes, How to Say No to Take Control of Your Life. If you guys follow the Enneagram, I'm a 2, so literally I need this class so bad because I have such a hard time saying no to things. That is my first class. I'm so excited for it. My next class, so that class is from 9:45 to 11. My next class doesn't start until I think 12:45, so I have kind of like an hour and 45-minute break. So my next class starts at 12:45 and it is media design. Media design, it comes with kind of like it's basically the second class to graphic design, which is for my major, so both of them are for my major, but media design is kind of like an extension of graphic design, and you kind of just go more in depth about social media and media design, creating things for media, stuff like that. That class comes with like a workbook because the professor doesn't really teach the class. A GSA kind of instructs you, but you mostly do the stuff by yourself throughout the class, and that's how graphic design was, and that's how my friend said that class was. So they give you a workbook in that class, so I don't have that book with me. I'm really excited for that class too, just because it's in my major and I haven't taken a major class. I mean, I took one last semester, but I really enjoy taking classes in my major because I enjoy my major. So the next class is another class for my major, and it's called Strategic Storytelling, which sounds like my favorite thing in the entire world. I'm also in this class with one of my best friends, Haley, so literally we get to tell stories to each other the whole class. Like, how fun is that? I've heard it's so fun. I've heard the professor's amazing. So the first book in this class is called Story Branding, and it says creating standout brands through the power of story. Literally, it's what I do for a living. Not a living, I don't do YouTube for a living, but like, I love telling stories so much. I live for it. I love the build up, I love the climax, I just love telling stories. So I'm so excited for this class. So I think this class is from 1:15 to 3. Also in this class, I have the book Contagious, and it's Contagious: Why Things Catch On. If you guys are familiar with Liberty, my first class is in DeMoss Hall. My second 2 classes are in North Campus. Back to DeMoss, and I have Psych 101, which is Psychology 101. Again, this is one that has like a main textbook, and I think I'm getting that textbook online, but it's just like the basic psychology class textbook that you get. I feel that class is really fun because you get to learn like the scientific reasons why the brain works the way it works and just stuff like that, and I'm really excited for that class because psychology, again, is like super interesting to me. I love learning like why people do the things that they do because I think it's so interesting. That is going to be from 3:45 to 5, I believe. So that's gonna be like the end of my day. I know it sounds like a lot for one day, but in reality, it really makes a lot of sense for me to do it that way. Another reason is because I do work while I'm at school, and so if I have more days that are completely free, then I can go and work like on Monday, Wednesday, or Friday. I have those days where they can be fully devoted to doing homework. So I have like 2 class days and like 3, 4, 5 homework days that are specifically for homework and schoolwork. So hopefully I won't get behind at all. So I'm really excited for these classes. I'm so excited for junior year. I think it's gonna be so fun, and specifically this semester is gonna be really fun, like the classes I'm taking, dorm situation, and just like everything. I'm so excited to move back in. Today is July 5th. Like whenever you guys are watching it, it's gonna be a little bit later. But it's July 5th, so that means I have about 6 weeks left before I go back to school. I know it's crazy that I buy my textbooks already, but I just like having them. I like going ahead and like skimming through them and seeing what they're about. If you guys watched this whole thing, props to you. But also, I wanted to give a little tip at the end of this for how I get my textbooks for very, very cheap at school. A lot of you guys have heard me talk about this before because I live by this, and I wish I was sponsored by them. If you want to go reach out to them and get them to sponsor me, please do, because I would love to work with them. But slugbooks is the best website for getting cheap textbooks. So I've done it for the past 3 semesters, and basically what Slugbook does is you go to your main bookstore website. So if you're going to Liberty, you go to libertybookstore.com, you go to find my textbooks, you type in all your classes and whether they're residential or not, and what your section is and all that stuff. You put in all that information, and then it pops up your books and the ISBN number. When you have the ISBN number, you plug it in to Slugbooks, and it comes up with all the websites where you can get it the cheapest. I get all of my books so far. There's other websites that are on there, but I get the majority of my textbooks from Amazon. And you can go under and pick if you want it in good condition, great condition, whatever the case is. But all of these textbooks together, and they're not really textbooks, they're just books so far, but even including my textbook for the other classes, my online textbooks, all these books were less than $100, which is kind of unheard of for books in college, but it is my favorite way. And then I sell them all back to the school at the end of the semester and make more money than I bought them for. So if you want to use Slugbooks, I'll leave the link down below. You can use my coupon code. Just kidding, I don't have a coupon code. Go use Slugbooks. Let me know if you use them. Let me know if it works out and it's good. So I hope you guys like this video. I hope this gets you excited for back to school, because I am so excited to go back to school in the fall. I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!